Football. It's hell.
Football is hell.
It's hell, guys.
Give it to me.
Guys.
Oh, man.
It's Christmas
What a
morning.
way to start the season.
I mean, mate, that's exactly what it feels like, sure. Christmas morning, oh, man, that game. How could you can't ask for more. You can't ask for more than what we got from that game last night. That was everything.
Season.
Especially two greats. Let me crown Dak early in the season. He
Oh,
is
boy.
great.
Oh,
I love
boy.
to see, especially coming back from that injury, to come back so strong and so confident.
Yeah.
As much as I love to hate the Cowboys. But
Yeah, I can't argue with you this time, Shillen.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's the real deal.
He looks great last night.
He's the man. He is the man.
Yeah, honestly, I was just barring all the fantasy stuff, everything else. I was so happy to see him out there playing like high quality football and not missing a step. I mean, just for the man, I was happy to see that. It was just awesome. But listen, we're gonna go into this game immediately because we wanna keep it moving in this episode. But firstly, let's introduce ourselves. You know, we are the Couch Champions Fantasy Football Podcast. I am Theo Miller with Xander Sherman and Sherlyn Gadet. And guys, we are just here. We are here to bring you guys the fantasy news and knowledge that you need to make sure that you guys take home the championship this season.
And guys, hey, we weathered the storm. We in the midst of football season. I am so excited. So let's been a
long journey.
Let's get into it.
Man.
What's our observations? We have further observations from last night or what?
Yeah, man. I think there's definitely a little bit. You know, there's some takeaways definitely from that game. There's so much, but you know, we gotta get through it. But listen, man, I think one of the biggest things that we all realize is AB is like is AB. Is this like is Steelers AB back?
That's one of the
that guy looks so electric.
That's one of the biggest takeaways from last night.
Oh,
AB may be back, and if you have him, you definitely got him at a steal.
You won. You possibly want
now we have to pump the brakes. It was one game.
It's one game.
But
it's
he
one
does
game,
look like AB of old.
Do you think they were working on some things? Because I mean, I noticed Mike Evans got, I think, maybe 6 or 7 targets, but I know he definitely is going to be more involved.
Mike Evans was on lockdown from
Trayvon Diggs.
I noticed that.
Who had him on lock and key. So I don't expect that to be Mike Evans' story the whole season.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of the game plan. I think AB got the weakest corner on the Cowboys defense. And so he was just allowed to kind of break free for a lot of those big plays.
So you saying that I shouldn't go out and spend a first round pick on AB?
No, not a first round pick. But listen, I mean, I think this just means that, I mean, honestly, out of these 3 wide receivers every week, I think 2 are going to be good every week.
I agree, and you never know which ones, right?
You never know what the scary part.
Guys,
this is the problem with Tampa Bay.
You're gonna say the Patriots, right? You're gonna say the Patriots?
No, I couldn't remember the name of the team, honestly.
Because that's the same problem that the Patriots had.
Did they?
Yes.
We never had 3 great receivers at the same time.
Okay.
It was
running back wise. You mean?
I'm glad you said not great receivers. Receivers. You just had 3 receivers. You never know who was going to be shine.
Know who would shine. Okay, in that respect,
right.
Okay,
cool. Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a toss up. So I would, if AB is available on your waiver, definitely pick him up. But go out and trade for him.
If he's available on your waiver,
definitely.
I mean,
I spend everything.
Half more. You know, like there's no amount that you shouldn't spend if he's available on the waiver somehow.
Guys, Gronk.
Yeah.
Gronk.
Oh my God, Gronk.
Like where did he come from? This was old school.
Looks like he found his old body. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. I don't even know what to tell. I don't even know what to tell people. I don't know what to do. What do you do? I mean, like if you have him, awesome. But
I mean, I'm sure Gronk is not available on waivers, but
no. But I just, dude,
he may be in some redraft leagues. In some redraft leagues, he may be.
It's possible. Maybe. But at the same time, I would not say the same thing for Gronk that I would for AB. You know, there's so many mouths to feed in this offense. Gronk,
so many.
Is he really gonna eat every week?
But hey,
the benefit of Gronk is he has the most rapport with Brady.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at the tight end position. If you don't have the big 3, like it's a toss up, and I would take Gronk over anybody else to
This
just
is true.
to just leave.
This is true.
Yeah.
Only if I have one of the top three tight ends,
you're right.
I am bothering with Gronk. But
You're
if
right.
I don't, I trying to get him if he's available.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, the only other thing from the Buccaneers side is running backs. Don't bother. Just leave it alone.
Yeah,
don't worry about it. No running backs. Just nope.
Somebody in one of our leagues traded for Rojo, and he looked great for maybe the first 2 drives, and then the infamous fumble, which wasn't his fault. Which wasn't his fault.
Yeah. But
and then after that Fournette, which wasn't his fault technically. Again, it was just a missed screen pass, but it ended disastrously.
Yeah, it's
but the Buccaneers running backs, you don't touch it.
Don't bother,
leave it alone.
What
on
about
the Cowboys side,
right?
Man, I mean, I like we said earlier, it's just amazing to see Dak, and I really otherwise Dak this offense will support up to three successful wide receivers, I believe.
Dak looked great, and I feel bad for anyone that benched Dak this week because
I was considering it. I own Dak in the league. I was definitely considering it.
Okay, Theo. Well, that's good to hear because you had a comment about me benching Dak, and like for all of the reasons you probably should have if you had another option. I wouldn't say a better option, but another option.
I really, honestly, I was being facetious when I was saying that. Honestly, if I was in your shoes, most likely I would have did the same thing. I mean, Hurts is going up against Atlanta,
and don't forget,
right?
Don't forget coming back off of an ankle injury. And we just learned, like we saw the shoulder injury. We didn't know how much they were actually going to throw. It's against Tampa Bay, which was a great defense. Hey, so
I mean, benching Dak was probably the smart decision. But I still feel bad for you for benching.
Yeah, listen,
I don't actually.
I'm glad you didn't play him against me last night. That's pretty much what I'm saying. I mean, listen, but I mean,
over 400.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about Zeke before we move on to the up. It's just my stance is gonna be, listen, if you own Zeke, just take a deep breath. Woosa. Just woosa. You remember, from Bad Boys. Woosa. Just relax.
It's gonna be hard, especially when he had such a bad season last year, and now he has the first game is bad. You're gonna feel really tempted to be like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, again. I mean, that's your first round pick. Yeah. You had to put a first round pick on him, so it hurts. It hurts so much. I understand.
I would say hold on for at least 3 to 4 games.
Yeah, at least if you're gonna move him high. Don't move him low. Don't move him when he just did nothing. Because people are gonna be offering you crap for him right now. Insulting
offers are gonna come your way. But
on the other end, though, if you can make a move for him for crap, then go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how long should you wait on Zeke?
I'd say try and get a good game. Games. I'd say 3-4 games. But
I think by game 4 you should know what's happening with Zeke.
Yeah, because sadly, let him have a dominant game or 2.
But sadly, Zeke was awesome in pass protection.
He was. That's not sadly though. That means he's gonna continue to have a large be on the field for a lot of players, and we want our running backs on the field.
Agreed.
Listen, if they offered points for that, Zeke would be balling yesterday.
He would, but it means you're gonna have to play him. Like you can't look at his usage and say, oh.
Unfortunately, Zeke is not a benchable player. You have to start him every week.
That's true.
You can't sit him. But
I'm anyway, just so excited. Hey,
the game was excellent, man.
For this game. Football is back, guys.
And
it's good that you stuck with us through this. We have a great season coming up for you.
Oh yeah, we got so many things to offer you guys. Just stick with us, and we're gonna continue to offer this goodness, just like we're about to offer you right now as we move into the previews for all the games this weekend.
Oh yeah, big game.
Let's get it. First game up is Jaguars versus the Texans.
There's no
okay, second game up.
Next game. Let's talk about it. Who's excited about Trevor Lawrence?
Real quick. I mean, if you have Trevor and you don't have a better option, I guess you could start him. If you have James Robinson, you could start him.
You definitely starting him.
You starting James Robinson. Listen. Here's the thing. This is 2 crappy defenses. There's going to be fantasy points to be had in this game.
You know what?
So
I may be I thought about picking up the Jacksonville defense to go against Houston this week. Honestly,
I mean, it could be a play. I mean, honestly, but I'm just not sure. I just feel like both of these defenses are not up to par. I'm both.
Yeah, I think.
But I mean, what really is Tyrod Taylor gonna do? I just
agree.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But another thing for our listeners is that defenses change from year to year. You know, this Jacksonville defense may actually surprise you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's possible.
I mean, if you have no better options,
so if you don't have any better options,
on a low end, you know, you just guys somehow sucked up 2 defenses in your draft or something like that. You need to play. Right. Jaguars could be an interesting play. But I think
any starters on the Texans side for you?
Jeez.
I mean, Cooks is there. Cooks is there. Cooks. Listen, Cook. We have to acknowledge Cooks has been good whenever he's been on the field. He has been good. Yeah, he finds a way. If he has a high target share on this offense, he is, you know, I would still flex him. I would flex Cooks this week.
And let's acknowledge.
Personally, I would bench Cooks until I see what the Texans doing.
Oh no!
If Deshaun was still playing, I would roll Cooks out there. But Tyrod's playing. I don't know what this team could be. If I have a better option, I bench in Cooks.
Yeah, I think if I have Cooks on my team, I mean, I drafted him as a flex player.
He's a flex option.
And he's the one on that team. I think I would feel comfortable just playing him in the flex. I understand wanting to see one other
option. If I have a better player for my flex, I go in with the better player. Yeah, or a player in a better position. I would do that as opposed to Cooks. I just don't know what's going to happen on the Texans team. And
all right, we done with this trash. We done with this trash bin. Oh, we could move on. Hey, I gotta say, I want to see what Trevor Lawrence is good for. I mean, if you have a better option, start the better option until you see. But if that's your only quarterback, start him up. Let's see.
There's going to be so many games this weekend. I don't know how we're going to do it. There's going to be so much games to watch this weekend, because right now we're all making these evaluations on, okay, is what we thought going to happen to happen? Trevor Lawrence is definitely one of those questions. We'll try to hit those questions as we get through the games that you really want to watch this week.
Right.
But there are a few games that you really want to pay attention to see, like, okay, what is this team going to be?
All right, let's roll it.
Chargers versus the Washington football team. A better game here.
A fantasy value here.
Let's start
it with this. I own Austin Eckler. I have a better option, which is James Robinson. I'm watching straight up to the game. I'm watching to see
if I'm going to start Austin Eckler playing is the question.
Exactly.
Yeah, the issue that the hamstrings are so scary, man. Hamstrings are those things that just those are those things where the players come in, they have a hamstring issue the whole week. They come in the Sunday game being active, and then one play
before the game, or even before the game.
Yeah, before hopefully before the game. But the worst case scenario is like the first play of the game, first drive of the game, something comes up with that hamstring. You played the guy because he started. You know, so you need to watch Eckler right to 12:59.
Yeah, another tip. Let's not be long. Eckler plays fantasy football. Go on his Twitter and see if he gives you any indication of if he's gonna play or not.
He does.
Okay, so let's move on. Who else?
So here's the thing: this Chargers offense is I expect to be proficient, but this Washington football team defense is nasty.
It is.
Here's another situation like the Dak situation. Great quarterback, but playing against one of the best defenses. If you have a better option, the smart thing, I don't know.
I'm only playing Keenan Allen this week. From the Chargers. Definitely from their wide receiver room. I mean, maybe from anywhere. I mean, Herbert. I think if you drafted Herbert, I think you got to play him. He was a high draft quarterback. But yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared for Herbert this week against Washington football team.
All right, on Washington.
On the Washington.
My boy.
If you're watching the defense, play it.
Scary Terry. You think so?
I'd say yeah. Herbert is still a second-year quarterback now. Let's not crown him, able to do all these things that, we're not sure yet. Washington football team is still a top-rated defense. Their defense alone got them into the playoffs last season.
That's true. That's true. We may get a few sacks,
I think you still play them.
Yeah, I mean, unless you roster in like 3 or 4 defenses that you could choose from.
Cool. All right, Scary Terry, you got to play him, hey? I'm excited to see what Fitzmagic is going to do with him. We've also got Curtis Samuel, who is a little iffy going into the weekend.
I probably wouldn't play Curtis
Samuel. You can't play Curtis. There's too much question marks around him.
A lot of question marks. Antonio Gibson. I think he's primed. He's primed.
If he's not in your roster already, I don't know what you're doing. You ain't ready for week one.
Listen, no. Yeah, you're playing Antonio Gibson, of course, every week. That's why you drafted him. You drafted him as every week starter.
You guys,
other than that,
you're taking a dart throw on Mike Williams. He has a lot of breakup potential. And the benefit of this
not
being
this week.
Why not?
Washington football team. I'm not doing it. I need Mike Williams is one of those guys I'm watching this game. I want to see. It's too much injury risk, and Washington football team.
Here's what I was going to say. The beauty about this being the first game of the season is that he at least should give you one play or one catch before the injury. If it's any week, I'm going to start Mike Williams. It's the first game of the season before he gets.
If you have Mike Williams and Cooks, who are you going to start?
I'm going to start Cooks.
I'm starting Cooks. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, agreed. I'm going to start Cooks.
All right. And one name to watch before we move on to the next game is Josh Palmer. Just watch. Just watch him. Just watch to see what his usage is in the game. See if he gets out there with the ones. And yeah, definitely someone to take munching of their rookie wide receiver that they got listed on the offseason.
All right, let's move on.
All right, next game is the Seahawks versus the Colts.
Okay.
Who's
gonna start it off?
Well, we have the usual suspects. You starting Russ, you starting DK,
starting Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, I think you started Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett.
I think those
three are the only lock starters for.
Okay, for somebody who's an old veteran, I really think Lockett may have a breakout season this year. They signed him for big money, and he has his inconsistencies, but I think he's gonna have a stronger season this year.
Yeah, let's say that. I'm not sure breakout. I expect him to be more consistent than he was last season. That's what I think. I think maybe it won't see the highest heights of what he did because he had like a 3 touchdown game, all these games. Like I don't expect he's gonna boom, but I think it's gonna spread a little bit more this season. I really think he's gonna be good.
All right.
But Chris Carson, I think too, you can play. I mean, you're playing Chris Carson. I think.
Mr. Consistent. Another thing for the first game, he's not injured, so
he's the guy in that offense. So yeah, definitely want to play him. The Colts side has a lot more question marks. This is a completely new offense from last season.
Yeah. Is Carson Wentz playing?
He's playing.
Yeah, he's playing.
Okay.
But he fully practiced on Friday, so
wide receivers is full of question marks. Who is going to be the one?
Yeah, Ty out. This is the time for Pittman to step up if he's going to step up.
I would probably stray away from all of them for week one if I could.
Yeah, this is a watch game.
I would watch and see where the target shares are, who wins favors.
Guys, you know who you need to watch? He was on Good Morning Football this morning. Mike Strong.
Oh, Mike Strong.
Hey,
shout out to Mike Strong, man. The playmaker, Mike.
If he could be the one, that would be great.
The thing about it is he has the opportunity because no one
definitely has opportunity. There's no one there.
6'4", 6'5", I think, 220.
This made some great plays in the preseason, man.
Hey, so if there's anybody to watch to see who you may want to add to maybe waiver wire next week, let's keep an eye on Mike Strong behaving. 2-4-2, stand up.
Yeah, definitely, man. Listen, this Colts team could be like a provider of some great fantasy points, or it could be a headache every week. They've got a lot of wide receivers on this offense. Zach Pascal is still there. The other guy, the guy who just came back from injury, I always forget his name. The other wide receiver,
always injured wide receiver. Whoever.
Yeah, he's still there.
Hey, advice, just watch this game. That's take notes.
This game is
for the Colts side is a watch. Yeah,
I feel like everything on the Colts offense is a
except for Jonathan Taylor. You're playing Jonathan Taylor.
Taylor.
Where you got him, where you drafted him, you're playing him, of course. But everyone else, just watch and see.
Let's speed through then. Moving on. New York
Speaking
Jets.
of watch and see, I feel like the Jets are in the same bracket.
Yeah.
Watch and see what they do.
Jets and the Panthers.
Yeah.
I think both of them. I'm
scared about. I think Panthers have more starters than Jets and Colts.
Yeah, true. But but even for the Jets side, I think you're playing Corey Davis for sure.
Oh yeah, he said he is one of the best in the league. He said that, and so hey, I think he's telling these guys. That? Yeah, he said that. He said
that's great.
What does he saying it have to do? I feel like every player thinks they're the best.
Because I do think that he's hungry, and I think that if they don't give him the targets, he's gonna cause some havoc on the sidelines.
I think you're playing Corey Davis from the Jets side, and I think that's about it. Everyone else you got to watch even more.
Is he out or in?
Has had the rave reviews this off
He had some injury concerns.
More,
right?
he's in. More is in.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, I would watch more as well.
You're watching, but the other more on the other side of the field.
I'm playing DJ Moore.
You're playing more.
Robbie Anderson.
Even though,
of course, I play in CMC.
The only reason I said is watching is just like Sam Darnold is who we're watching this game.
Darnold does.
We're is he going to be different? It's crazy that his first game is a revenge game. So listen,
you may want to start Sam.
You may.
Hey,
I'm joking. I would.
In 2 quarterback leagues, in one of my 2 quarterback leagues,
in a 2 quarterback league, I would definitely start Darnold.
Yeah, Darnold. I'm starting Darnold. So listen.
Okay. I think
anything can happen, but I think this game. I do
feel like Donald's going to be better than he was in
he has to be.
I think he will. I think this game has a chance to be a higher scoring one.
I think so.
Let's just not too much great defenses in this one. So keep an eye out for that.
Yep.
Okay.
1 o'clock. The next 1 o'clock game is Vikings versus the Bengals.
Okay. Just Mr. Jefferson. Mr. Jefferson, you're going to start.
Jefferson, Dalvin.
Thielen, flex, maybe.
Definitely.
If you definitely.
Yeah, listen,
the Viking offense is pretty much the same.
This Bengals defense is there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing to be worried about. Start your Vikings.
Yeah,
roll your Vikings up. If you have to play Conklin, start it.
I was gonna say for tight end. Hey, if you got it, let's see what's popping.
This is probably even a good start for Kirk Cousins. He thrives on garbage teams.
Yeah, and it's 1 o'clock, guys. It's in the day.
The sun is high in the sky.
Kirk Cousins does his best game. He plays best at 1. Listen,
so Kirk Cousins is a start.
All your Vikings are a go. The Bengals. Man.
What you think there's smoke behind Jamar Chase talking about the NCAA ball that was easier to catch?
Oh, I wish he didn't say that.
I really wish he didn't say that.
I don't know
even
why.
If it was true.
Do you buy low on it after those comments on him?
I don't know. I'm actually feeling a little scared for his career right now. I'll be honest.
I'm thinking about maybe trying to buy low.
If you can buy low,
I don't have that confidence. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm feeling like making these statements already. Like they sound like complaints. They sound like excuses.
Yeah,
I don't like that mentality. I don't like that mentality in my football player. I want someone that's gonna say that, hey man, I'm just gonna dominate no matter what. Like it sounds like excuses.
Yeah, like why would you even say that? There was no reason to say that. To me, Jamar Chase is a big watch, and not just for this game, for
the season,
5-6 games.
Yeah,
at least.
You got to see if he is who we thought he was. We got to remember he has not played football in a year.
You
know, there's the acclimation period, and then there is this guy gonna get it. Like,
all right,
we gotta wait and see.
To me, I'm not starting any Bengals players.
What? No. I'm starting T. Higgins based on Jamar Chase not dominating. I just checked that depth chart, and T. Higgins is the wide receiver 1 for the Bengals.
Yeah, but Joe Burrow.
I'm starting him.
Joe
Trust
Burrow.
me. Even listen, T. Higgins last year with Joe Burrow thrived. Yeah, even when Joe Burrow went out and they had Mr. Nobody, I don't even know what his name was. T. Higgins still balled out. Start T. Higgins. I'm telling you guys.
I mean, listen, I'm not like absolutely benching on every other wide.
Joe Mixon.
I think T. Higgins you have to start. I think not have to start, but I think T. Higgins is worth a start, a flex spot. Joe Mixon, you got to start Joe Mixon. I mean, you dropped him in the second round.
Yeah,
got to start Joe Mixon every game. Listen, if you I have to flex Boyd in the league.
Of course.
I mean, he's gonna be. He's the slot wide receiver. I think he's gonna get.
So hold
targets.
on, you gonna flex Boyd, but you wouldn't start Higgins?
No, I'm not saying I wouldn't start Higgins.
Oh, because Boyd is a slot. You got the wide receiver 1. I regret I traded away Higgins because I saw Chase coming.
Just mind you, this Vikings defense is going to be improved from last season, I believe.
It should
I don't think it's going to be the same. For the first time in a long time, Vikings defense were very beatable last season. I don't expect that to continue. They made a lot of moves in the offseason, so keep that in mind.
All right.
Another game to watch for sure.
Let's move on to the game of the week.
Oh gosh.
The Titans versus the Cardinals. Come on. I really think.
How is this? Explain how this
besides me being the Titans homer, I think a lot of points are going to be scored. Titans had a crappy defense. They made some moves, but I don't expect it to be much improved yet. But I think this Cardinals game, who has weapons, a ton of weapons, and another team where you don't know who the ball may go to except D-Hop. I think they're going to score some points on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that.
Yeah. There are a lot of fantasy starters in this game,
and of course, Julio Jones making
a lot of must starts in this game.
Is Julio a must start?
Yeah,
I think there are a lot of must starts, but it's a lot of who's going to get the ball
on the Cardinal side.
On both sides.
No.
I mean,
the beauty. Let me say this as a Titans fan. The beauty about the Titans is the offense is simple. You start Tannehill, AB, Julio, Derrick Henry. You have nothing else to worry about. Am I right or wrong?
I'm agreeing with you that all of them are starters, but it's still who's going to get the ball.
Yeah, it's all of them are starters, but yeah, you can't say that.
This is the first game with all of them. We don't know who's going to get
Julio is the new piece of this equation, but I still expect the Titans to get him going. So in a flex,
but you can't say all of them will eat because we haven't seen all of them.
Yeah, we haven't seen it yet. So let's see.
That's why I'm saying they're all must starters because we don't know where the ball is going. But after this week, we'll have a better idea of how they're sharing the ball around.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
So Cardinals, you start Kyler, you start
Hopkins, and
Kyler Hopkins.
What about the backfield?
Honestly, everything else. Edmonds.
What about your boy Chase?
Listen, man, I love Chase. But to me, if you can not start him, then it would behoove you to be able to watch this game and to see what the usage is. Yeah. I think in when the league where I have Chase, I'm kind of I don't know. I'm not forced to start him actually, so it's possible I'm gonna sit him just to see what's gonna happen. Okay. But if you gotta flex him, he's worth a flex. He's definitely worth a flex. But Chase is we just the Chase Connor thing. We don't know what's gonna happen.
The thing is, it's a quandary I have. I have a team that's stacked, and I don't have a kicker. And the weakest person on my team is Chase, and I'm considering dropping Chase for a kicker.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow. That's rough. I would not want to drop Chase just
but
there's a chance that there is that chance that he is like awesome.
You want to ride without a kicker,
so I might ride. Honestly, I might ride without a kicker just to see because you don't want to put that kind of possible value on the waiver.
Yeah. All right.
Move on. Yeah. We already spoke about Titans.
One player to watch for the Cardinals is Rondale Moore.
Mm-hmm. I'd say keep an eye out.
Have a set number 2. I mean, that position is kind of open if he can get there.
Yeah.
Fitz on his way out. We don't know what AJ Green is going to be. Christian Kirk, he's had many years to solidify that, and he hasn't. So that's a player to watch.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely want to watch out for him. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the 49ers
and Lions.
The 49ers versus the Lions. Yes. And this is gonna be a one-sided game, guys. I think if you have a 49er player, start them. If you have a Lions player, sit them.
Yeah, I mean,
I almost kind of want to say that. Like, I am not confident with anyone.
Is there any value this week from the Lions?
No, I mean, I would say Swift normally, but he's coming off of that injury. Even Swift, I'm like, if I can find a way to not start Swift, I'd be.
You got to start him though. You drafted him high, so you got to start him.
Yeah.
So I'm saying if you have a way not to start him, I would not start him. Plus, the 49ers defense has been recently it's been historically good. So.
Yeah, they were injured. They were injury riddled last season, but even then they were still good. Now they have all of their starters back. Bosa is back. Listen, this is This is a no-go for Lions for me.
This is probably going to be
just the opposite on the 49ers side. If they have the 49ers name,
if you have a 49ers starter, you put them in.
Yeah. I mean, Debo,
what about Garoppolo?
Ayuk, everyone. I mean, even if in a pinch you can start him.
Even Garoppolo.
Streamworthy.
In a pinch, streamworthy. Yeah, definitely. I think Trey Lance has that injury, so
the Lions suck enough that you could start Garoppolo.
But you want to also watch the 49ers because Shanahan has said that he is willing to kind of do this whole Taysom Hill type thing with them. With Trey Lance and pop him in, and then I don't think they're gonna do it this week because of the thumb injury for Lance.
Yeah,
but just watch to see that usage.
Okay, let's move on.
All right. Moving on.
Yeah, this is a big game, man. This is a big game we got coming up.
Steelers and the Bills.
I am excited for this one.
What's the term? This is going to be immovable force against the what? Unstoppable.
Against
unstoppable object.
Unstoppable object. Yep.
So what's going to prevail? The Pittsburgh defense or the Buffalo crazy offense?
I think Buffalo's going to win.
I'll take the Bills. I'll take the Bills for this game. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in terms,
I feel like this is a game all starters. You start them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
you have to.
Yeah. I mean, for the Steelers side, yeah.
Go ahead.
For the Steelers side, yeah, but for the Bills side, it's just that wide receiver room is still so unformed. Emmanuel Sanders, I think I just saw this morning, is still dealing with a foot injury. We don't know if he's gonna play. If he doesn't play, I'm flexing Gabriel Davis.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, Josh Allen, of course, Stefan Diggs, of course. Running backs from the Bills do not.
I was going to say, you guys said starters, and no one on the Buffalo running back is a starter.
Anywhere out of there, no,
exactly.
Yeah, the Buffalo Bills. I don't know, man. They just don't seem to want to run the ball. They had opportunities. There's guys
they tried
on the waiver.
Yeah,
it's not happening for them. And so
that Josh is a wait and see.
Yeah, Josh Allen seems to be so prolific as a passer.
Close your eyes. You don't wait and see. You just close your eyes.
Yeah.
So even if they manage to have a good week, don't do nothing. Don't pick up anybody.
Wait for like consistency. Wait till they could do it for like 6-7 games. Be like, okay, they know how to run the ball now.
All right. So you mean next year then? Next year when they're both gone, then you decide to pick up a bit running back. Let's move on.
Listen, hold on. But listen, I just want to mention. I'm just mention my boy Najee in this game. Of course he's a start. But listen, man, I'm super excited just to see. To see it come to fruition. Hopefully, he is what we think he is.
Yeah, I want to see what he is in actual gameplay.
I think he's going to be excellent.
This is a great test of what he is. I mean, if he can ball out against the Bills, then he's the real deal.
Oh yeah, definitely,
absolutely.
All right.
So
another
this next
game,
Eagles, another game I'm big excited game here. I'm excited for this game too.
I think there's a ton of points on the table.
Oh yeah,
on both sides. I do expect an improved Pittsburgh defense for some reason. I can't quantify it, but I don't see them to be like super strong. Sorry, Philadelphia, but I don't see them to be super strong. So Atlanta.
I think both of these defenses are kind of weak.
Right.
I'm expecting a little bit of improvement from last year, but I think both defenses are going to be weak.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a shootout, guys. I really do think. And the name to watch in this one is Mr. Kyle Pitts. They have been keeping him under wraps.
Yeah, they haven't said.
You haven't been seeing no tweets.
One play in the preseason. No tweet there. Not even the hype train online. This guy has been like lock and key.
Let you see it game time.
So I believe
also to watch is Calvin Ridley to see if he can be a one.
Yeah,
with Julio going.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm less so concerned about that just because I feel like it's going to be more automatic for him.
He's a starter in my book. He's on my roster.
Yeah, but the thing about Pitts is they've been saying that they're going to use him not as a tight end, not just as a regular tight end, but he's gonna be everywhere. He's just gonna be that a player that we haven't really like the position for tight end that we haven't really seen. They're gonna just be putting him everywhere, using him as everything.
Which gives me great confidence. Of course, during the offseason when you were drafted him, you didn't want to draft him too high. But he has a very high floor. So I'm very confident starting him throughout the season. He's like an auto lock for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, to me, the scarcity of him being talked about on behalf of the Falcons means either one or two things. he sucks way more than we thought.
Either he sucks
he's
amazing.
And
they're making him a part. They're making him a part of the game plan. That's what I really think it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's talk quickly about the Eagles side. Any particular person needs to be mentioned here?
Well, I gotta say Jalen Hurts. Like, I definitely think that all I've seen is how much he's improved, how much accurate he's gotten, and don't forget, he's locked in for at least 30 to 40 rushing yards. And so I'm holding him very high this year, and I'm expecting him to break the top 15 quarterbacks.
Listen, I know me and Xander are watching them.
Look at you backtracking. What you mean top 15? And you say top 5? How you get to 15 now?
Did they say 10? 5?
I think we were trying to get him to 5. I think he said 10. I think we were trying to walk him
let's make this
5.
official. I could say 10. You want to put a bet on it?
I ain't putting a bet on nothing. I putting a bet. If you want to go 5, I'm let's go. But
we'll talk about that off air.
See there.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, but
him,
see that I can't listen, man. If Hurts don't come out balling, you know me and Xander gonna ridicule you.
Please ridicule.
I will be watching this game so closely.
Another name to watch, not to linger. Another name to watch. Devonta Smith. Devonta Smith's first game.
Yeah,
definitely.
And Jalen Reagor. Reagor looked like he may put it together this season.
Right.
Yeah,
but Smith definitely, like, I know he wants to shine. He wants to prove who he is, and he's going to demand some targets. Let's see what he can do with it.
Let's see. Yep. I mean, other than that, I mean, the other things to watch is the Miles Sanders usage and this tight end, this 2 tight end scheme set up. Like, there's a whole lot of things to flesh out in this Eagles offense. So there's going to be a lot to watch. But I would say Hurts and Smith are guys that you want to try to get in your offense. Everyone else. You
mentioned tight ends. Goddard is somebody on the stream radar.
For sure.
Hurts, especially in this 2 tight end set and the run pass system that he is doing. The tight end is going to be heavily used and on the field. I can see Goddard having a breakout season this year. So keep your eye on him. Maybe pick him up off the waivers if nobody has him.
Definitely. All right. Finally into the 425 slate of games, the second slate. Then the first game here is the Browns versus the Chiefs.
This is should be another
interesting game.
Good game. Sneaky good game.
Yeah, I think it's a sneaky good game.
Should be a good game. I mean, we have all our usual suspects at starters here.
Yeah, I mean, Chiefs, all the starters for the Chiefs, you're always starting.
Yeah, you always start.
Yeah.
All the starters for the Chiefs. So there's very little to talk about there.
Any wide receivers besides Tyreek you're keeping an eye on? No?
Mecole, I'm looking at.
Yeah, I know you're hopeful with it.
Yeah, I'm hopeful. Mecole, we're looking at that. They've been, once again, the hype train has gone on for the Mecole. Every offseason, the Mecole hype train comes. He's the wide receiver 2 for this team. Sammy Watkins is gone.
Hey,
you know,
me and Xander, let's just shut that down.
His PR team is.
Yeah, let's just shut that down quick, Glenn. Let's move on. I'll move off him. And even if he even if he has a good game, I don't regard it in any way.
I've gotten to the point.
You just can't be consistent.
Right. I've gotten to the point where I'm past it.
CH.
I just think that the wide receivers, they are who we thought they were.
Right.
There's not going to be any other.
CEH. A lot of people, he had a good season. A lot of people were disappointed because it wasn't great. Do you expect a great season or a good season from him this year?
This is one of the things I'm watching. Just because I want to see how much Jerick McKinnon and Darren Williams,
I think
factors into this play. I don't know. I just don't know. CEH, right now I'm gonna say good. Okay. I'm not expecting great. I'm not expecting world beating.
I don't think he'll be worse than he was last season.
Right. I think CEH is a trade target. Unfortunately, if he has a great game this first game, you probably won't be able to get him anymore. So,
you want to try and get him before Sunday.
So
I would agree. But if he's a bad game, 100% a trade target. I believe.
Right. Oh, yeah. Agree.
See if you can scoop him up for the low.
Okay, on the Brown side.
The Brown side, yeah.
I saw somebody trade. I saw someone trade for Odell this season. I don't know. I don't have the confidence yet, but he could be another sneaky person this year.
He could be. I mean,
I don't have the confidence.
No.
Odell still has the talent. He just is injury prone.
Yeah.
Well, who else?
No. But I feel like no one ever wants to talk about Jarvis Laundry. as good of a wide receiver he is, as you know.
Jarvis Laundry is a lock. I mean, if you have him, you're starting him.
I think he's a consistent flex play for your team every week.
Consistent.
He is. You know, I just think you're gonna get what you're gonna get from him. He's gonna garner his target.
He just doesn't wow. That's the problem.
Yeah. You just take what you get.
Just like Baker. Baker is graduated to be a good quarterback. But
he's a streamer. Yeah.
But
he's a streamer.
He's not great this year, but he could be another sneaky guy. This year, who could, you can get him streaming and he can win some games for you.
Definitely. I wouldn't against this Chiefs defense.
No.
But yeah, definitely something to watch out for.
They played the Chiefs pretty good last year.
Yeah, they did.
But I want to see it. I want to see a little bit.
This could turn out to be a sneaky defensive game. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They could.
Yeah, and of course we gotta bring up Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. They do their things.
Both starters.
They do their things. So just start them. All right.
Next game. This is an interesting one, man.
This could be a barn burner.
Saints.
Yeah.
Packers
interesting one.
Saints.
Jameis Winston.
I think there's just so many unknowns with the Saints. It's like starting them right now is like you rolling the dice, boy.
Yeah, that Packers defense is not terrible. And it's not the greatest, but it's not terrible. So
I feel like the only safe start with the Saints is Kamara.
Agree.
Everyone else is like let's see.
Let's see.
There's a bit too much else to watch. Callaway is a watch for sure.
Yep.
Traquan was once again missing practice on Friday. Like we thought he was back. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. So it looks like Callaway is going to be the one for this team. And if that's the case, listen, get him on your team. Do not play him.
Yeah.
If you can find a way to stash him to see what he's going to be. But yeah, you're not playing Callaway. You're not really playing. And like I agree with Zander. You just Kamara.
Yeah, just Kamara. Of course, you start Aaron Rodgers. Of course, you start Devontae. You always you start Aaron Jones. You start Aaron Jones.
Yeah,
I'm looking to see
3 of the starters.
Not to be long. I'm looking to see if anybody else on the receiving court can emerge. Like just show.
We've been waiting for like 4 years for someone else to emerge.
Yeah, we have.
But once like Mecole, MVS is in that same category for me. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be that deep threat that's gonna get some bloom games, but never gonna give you that consistency.
Let's see if the tight end Robert Tonyan can carry on his. Let's see if he can carry on the trend that he did last season. Another person you don't want to the drafts have already happened. So I hope you didn't draft him high, but maybe he can pan out. Maybe he can pan out and be a consistent tight end this season.
It's going to be interesting to see. So definitely watch that.
Yeah.
Next game we have the Broncos and the Giants.
Oh, next game is the Dolphins and the Patriots, eh?
Broncos and Giants.
Really?
On this list.
You're gonna dismiss them like that?
Come on, you got some fun.
Yeah.
You have name players here that people are gonna have to decide if they want to play or start.
Yeah, you do.
Hey, Xander, I know you have Saquon in a league. Are you starting him? You have to.
Yeah,
I think you have to. If he's playing, you gotta start him. You gotta start him. Yeah, I think it's going to be a slow start for Saquon. Honestly, I think he's going to be on a pitch count for this game. I don't think they're going to give him the amount of reps he normally gets. But
unfortunately, he's a player you can't start. I mean, you can, but boy, you're taking
anybody else on the Giants even worth talking about?
Maybe Kenny Golladay.
Kenny G. As he overcome injuries, I know he had some.
I mean, he's always injured, so
so
you can just always assume that Kenny Golladay is injured.
Par for the course. All right, on the Denver side.
Denver, you have.
I'm looking to see the usage of Melvin Gordon and what's the guy's name? Your hero, Theo.
Javonte.
I'm looking for the usage.
Yeah, definitely, man. Listen, it's gonna be a slow start. I think for Javonte this season. Like we were predicting, it's gonna be a two-headed thing. I think more so in the beginning, but I really do see the opportunity for him to flesh himself out as the real one by the end of the season.
All right, let's see.
What do you think receiver wise
for Denver?
For Denver, Sutton is. I mean, there's so much to watch here. Sutton and Judy. These guys are the guys that we're talking about for this team. Both have super high upside. Both are super talented.
They got to prove it.
Eddie Bridgewater did it for DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson last season.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not like he's trash.
Yeah,
but we know he can get the ball out.
Yeah,
Noah Fant. I think that's the wide receiver one that you start as a tight end.
Yeah, I think if you drafted Fant, you have to start him.
Yeah, anybody else, you wait and see.
Yeah, I think you try to not if you can not play Judy and something. I think you try to just watch.
Right.
Agreed.
Okay, let's move on to
the end of the game: the Dolphins versus the Pats.
Hey, I drafted the Dolphins defense on the premise that Cam would be starting, but now Mac Jones is on the start. So I don't have the faith in the defense anymore. I think Mac Jones can be good, but he's still a rookie. So, he may still have a good game, but I may capitalize on a few mistakes. But I expect New England to do something this year to show, what they're saying.
I think I'm a watch for just about everyone in this game.
Yeah.
I'm
not starting any Patriots players.
I think I'm starting Damian Harris. As the starting for that.
To me, he's the only one that can get work.
Yeah.
The receivers, I'm still not comfortable on the receivers.
You have to wait and see. As much hype as we have for Jacoby Myers.
Let's see if he can emerge.
Nelson Aguilar is injured.
In a flex, I would start Myers. Myers is, to me, the only receiver during the entire preseason that was consistent.
I'm trying to not start Myers. I'm trying to watch Myers. Honestly,
everything about the Patriots to wait and see. Even the tight end room between
Smith. We don't know which one is
we don't know
merge. I'm only starting Harris and Myers in a pinch.
Right.
Yeah.
What about the Dolphins?
The Dolphin side,
Gaskin.
It's similar. I'm starting Gaskin. I'm playing
starting
Gaskin.
him.
Yeah,
I'm rolling them out in the flex.
Dolphins is similar.
The wide receiver wise,
and
it's hard.
Parker and Gesicki, a pinch, I guess.
I think Gesicki is going to continue to have a good
Gesicki,
yeah.
I mean, I think Gesicki is one of those guys that you drafted him in the mid to late rounds. He's probably your tight. If you drafted him, he's probably your tight end one. So you're probably starting him anyway.
Right? Yeah.
So, but
there's just a lot in this game that's a wait and see.
Yeah.
Where the offense
on both sides, even the defense. So
yeah.
Let's wait and see.
I would avoid these players if you can.
Definitely. All right. So 2 more games to go, guys. We're almost there. Keep chugging along. The Bears versus the Rams.
Rams and Bears.
The real game of the season this week.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, who you excited about?
I was talking to my dad about this game last night. Listen, I'm a Rams fan, but this game is shaping up to be one of those defensive first week battles.
I agree.
Yeah. And I think there are must-start guys, especially on the Rams side of the ball. The guys where you drafted them, where you have to start. I think you got to temper your expectations. Yeah, definitely Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods. You're starting them. I'm tempering my expectations.
You haven't grown your expectations, but Stafford there.
I need to see it. This is first. I still need to see it, man. I still need to see it.
I mean,
this
so
Bears defense is no.
That's
joke.
the only thing.
I'm confident that Stafford will be great, but this is their first game, man. Even if it doesn't shake out to be great, I'm not gonna be worried. I'm not gonna be concerned because this is a tough defense, and this is a team still getting their legs underneath them.
What about the running back in the backfield? Yep. What about the backfield? Who are you going to start? Henderson.
I'm starting Henderson. I'm starting,
but hey,
I think a flex start. He's gonna get.
I would probably flex him.
Yeah, definitely. I'm flexing Henderson. I think he's gonna get the lion's share of the touches for this game.
Chicago.
It's definitely gonna be a lot to watch.
I think Robinson is gonna eat.
Yeah, man, Robinson, you have to start.
You have to start Robinson.
Other than that,
I'm still tempering my expectations. Listen, man, Rams, our defense is the best in the league.
So what about your boy
Montgomery? My own horn there.
Hey, you put a lot of confidence.
Montgomery.
You put a lot of confidence in
Montgomery. I love Montgomery. I think he's gonna be fine for this game. I think listen, they've already stated they want to get him 1,400 yards this season. They seem like they are this is what they want to do. They want to get him going. He is their guy. You start Montgomery every week. Definitely. For the other guys to watch, Mooney is someone to watch in this game.
Yeah.
See that usage. See if he's gonna do something. And that's about it. Dalton, he won't be there for too long, so no need to think too much about that.
All right, let's move on to the final game. We almost there.
The final game, the Ravens versus the Raiders.
We have to bring it up. I don't know who burned down some church on Baltimore, but they done something wrong.
They do not like knees in Baltimore.
Kneecaps are not anyone's friend in Baltimore.
They breaking all the knees.
I don't know
who their running backs now.
I was going to say whoever that is. I don't even know if I'm going to start it.
Tyson Williams.
It's Tyson Williams. It's Tyson. Listen, and I wanted to make this statement as we came in. Y'all know I was able to get Tyson Williams in our league
on the cheap.
I think the answer to this equation is going to be no one.
Yeah, agree.
I think at the end of the season we're gonna look back and all the 5 bids being put in. Everyone is gonna be a big regret for everyone. There's too many guys now.
You know which running back they have bumped up? Lamar Jackson.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
RB1.
That's the running back that gets cut. So you know what I was thinking of earlier today? The Ravens have like the most lockdown smash fantasy running back team from 2016.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got Latavius Murray.
That's true.
Devonta Freeman. Le'Veon Bell. All these guys are on the roster right now.
Wow.
I mean, this to me, all this is saying is this is one of the biggest watching situations. I think they just picked up all of them and they can see who does the best.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to rely on any.
For me, no one is going to get. They're not going to rely on any. It's going to be a true committee. No one's going to be able to give you consistent value.
Hey, and an alert just came in. Harbaugh, Bell is still getting his legs under him. That's not even promising at all.
I mean there you go.
That's fair. Bell hasn't done anything for like a season. So
listen, Bell had his chance on the Jets. He had his chance on the Chiefs. We saw who he is now. He's no longer what he was.
Let's talk about.
It's crazy. AB was able to keep it. Bell wasn't. I don't know what.
To me, I feel like they're just gonna throw all them out there and hope one of them breaks out. And if one of them does, that's who they ride. If they don't, they just do committee.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a hot hand thing.
Let's talk about Las Vegas. What are we doing here?
I'm waiting and seeing, except for Darren Waller.
I think a sneaky breakout candidate is Ruggs. I think. Not being strong, but somebody to put. I got him with my final pick in the league. Keep him at the end of your bench. Let's see what he's gonna do. Of course, Waller, you're starting him. That's the wide receiver.
You're starting Waller. That's the yep.
What about the running backs? Confidence in Jacobs, Josh Jacobs. Not much. Kenyon Drake.
Not much.
I think it's gonna be a split there, which is sad fantasy wise. But hey.
Yeah, we gotta wait and see what's going on. I think where you got Jacobs, you're gonna end up having to start him, but you're not excited about it. So we'll wait and see on that one. But hey,
we made it through.
We made it through. We did it. We got through all these games. Oof, my mouth on fire.
But at the end of the day, biggest gulp of water.
But hey, man, we do it for you guys. We want to make sure you guys were prepared for this upcoming week. Definitely keep in touch with us. We're gonna have our different shows throughout the week. We're gonna let you guys know on social media exactly how we're gonna run it. But we're excited for this season, man. Football is here.
Football is here, guys.
Football is here, and we are so excited to bring it to you guys. Definitely follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube at Couch Champions Fantasy Football Podcast, and we're gonna keep bringing you that goodness, man. Just look out for us.
Guys, have fun this weekend.
Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. We've been waiting for this.
To all of you, I play none of you, so I hope your teams do well.
Oh, none of us play. No, I play Sherlin.
You play me in 2 leagues, so hey.
Hopefully your team, dies in the fire.
So guys, hey, when you see us again, someone's gonna be crying, someone's gonna be wearing a crown, someone's gonna have a championship belt on their shoulder. You know what I mean? We'll see how it goes. And I know you guys all have championship belts and crowns on.
I do play you this week, Theo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No mercy. Yeah. Hey guys, enjoy the week.
Enjoy. Football's back.